How's it going, guys? This is Husky's Ghost, bringing you an E3 video. This is actually the first time I'll be doing something like this. Okay guys, now on this video I'm going to be giving you guys, like, I guess a wish list. A wish list slash prediction, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of more of a wish list than a prediction thing. But it does have some games I actually do have a feeling will be there. Some games I know that will be there, and some is just wishful thinking, because you never know. E3 is full of a lot of surprises, sometimes good ones and very disappointing. And of course, guys, I will not, surprisingly, I'm not going to give much or anything at all about Nintendo. Reason being is that, well, unless you've been living in the cave as of late, there's really not much to do about Nintendo's side for E3 this year. They confirmed a little while back that the only thing they'll be showing off is Zelda Wii U. And surprise, surprise, I do not really care about Zelda. I know, what the hell, right? I'm sorry guys, but I'm just not one for Zelda. I tried playing Zelda and I just, for some reason, I just couldn't get into it. It's a good game, but it's just something I couldn't get too hooked onto. That's my own personal taste. So for me, Zelda covers this. I don't care for it. But even though that they said that other games will be at their treehouse, I'm not expecting much. Ever since they threw the bomb saying they're not going to talk about the NX, even though last year they said that they would for E3 this year, and then they changed their minds. It's nothing to look forward to anymore for me. And trust me, Nintendo was always the big thing for me to look forward to when E3 came up. I was counting down the days. I wrote down Nintendo's conference on my calendar, and I'm just all hyping up for it, get my popcorn. But this year is just not the case. And you should have saw my face when they first announced that. Ah boy, E3's gonna be around the corner. I wonder what Nintendo's gonna be doing. Huh, it's Mario. Hey Mario, what's up? Doing good? Oh, so you got news for me? What is it? Oh, it's about E3? Wow, what is it? But hey, what can you do? I guess Nintendo has their reasons, and they have not really been doing too well as of late, so I am a little confident to know what they're doing is good, but it's just very bizarre about the whole E3 skip out pretty much. I'm just kind of, a part of me is asking why. So yes guys, no Nintendo stuff, but I do have a bit of a list here of other things I'm looking forward to. So yeah. Okay guys, the first one on this list is Crash Bandicoot. There is a lot I could say and hope for with Crash Bandicoot. I grew up with the games. I played the first one, second one, third one, probably my most favorite one out of the three. Second one being in second place actually. I also played the Kart Racer, Wrath of Cortex, Twin Sanity, and even though the games beyond there were pretty... But with the hints that Sony has been throwing left and right about Crash Bandicoot making a return, it's been a little bit from last year, the past few years, but it's been kicking up really, really, really hard on the butt this coming year to this coming E3, and Sony pretty much just shot themselves on the foot, and they have to show something about Crash Bandicoot this year. Even if it's not on E3, you guys are going to need to hop onto it, because if you don't show Crash Bandicoot this E3, Sony, you're going to have a lot of disappointed fans. Crash Bandicoot is the icon that made PlayStation what it was back in the days. And you have to save the Bandicoot. I don't care how they're going to do it, just please get rid of the Titan tattooed Bandicoot crap out of our lives, please. You want at least the old original tradition Crash Bandicoot, or something similar to Twin Sanity. Just nothing beyond that series, please. And I know that Sony said, recently that Activision still holds the rights But come on, companies lied to us before to be able to keep secret their big reveals. Could this be another cover-up? Who knows? There's been a lot of slip-ups left and right, and I'm just hoping and praying on my knees, begging, please bring back Crash Bandicoot. I'm hoping he will show up on E3 this year. Crash Bandicoot was my childhood. Crash Bandicoot is what got me into video games to begin with. He's a very important icon to me. And if you're going to return him, please do it great. Either it's by Sony, or it's by Naughty Dog, or Sony can go ahead and haul ass on Activision, make sure they don't screw it up, and give us the Crash Bandicoot that we all long-time fans deserve. So yeah, Crash Bandicoot's one of them. The next one will be Kingdom Hearts 3 or Kingdom Hearts 2.8. Now, Kingdom Hearts is my all-time favorite RPG. No matter what RPG you throw at me, Kingdom Hearts will probably be my top dog. And when they announced Kingdom Hearts 3 a while back, ooh, I was excited. But let's all be honest, Kingdom Hearts 3 is probably not going to release for a little while still. A lot of people are begging for a Kingdom Hearts 3 release date. To me, that just feels too soon still. Even after all this time, still feels too soon. I think this E3, if they do talk about Kingdom Hearts 3, we'll probably get a little more footage and probably a release year. Not a date, but probably a year. And I'm expecting something around 2017. However, for 2.8, I'm expecting them to talk about Kingdom Hearts on the Sony conference. I believe it will be all on the Sony conference. But for 2.8, hoping a little more stuff here and there, maybe a new trailer. And I'm hoping for a release date for 2.8. It's getting pretty close. They say it was going to be the first half of this year, and that's almost over with. There's still no 2.8, but I'm pretty sure it will be pretty close if that was their release goal. So I'm hoping for at least a release date for 2.8 and a release year for Kingdom Hearts 3. But I'm hoping for some good Kingdom Hearts news, at least from Square Enix. Now the next one, this one has been confirmed to be at E3. As a matter of fact, they say that they're going to release it within the 48 hours during to this recording. It's pretty much all 2 days. That will be Ubisoft's Watch Dogs. Now go ahead and say what all you want about Watch Dogs. To me, personally, following the trailers, following the news all the way up to the release date, this game, this mother effing game, I actually liked it. Now, I can understand where people are going from, where they're saying this game was a major disappointment. But if you're saying it's the worst game ever, saying it's PS2 graphics, saying it's the worst thing to ever be in the existence of video game history, I don't care if it's an opinion, but I just have a big feeling that you are just lying to yourself. This game is at least decent. It's not the best, it's not flawless, it's not the best game ever made, but it is not as bad as a lot of people are making it out to be. To me, Watch Dogs was a decent start, but I believe they can go ahead and make it better on the sequel. Some people had trust issues with Ubisoft, that's okay. Some people really didn't like this game, and that's okay. But I'm just saying, if you think this is the worst game in existence, you are lying to yourself, come on. To me though, this was a good game. I liked it, I enjoyed it. I admit it has its flaws, but worst game ever? I don't think so, and I'm excited for the sequel. Now, this one is more just wishful thinking right here. But I'm just thinking, it's possible. This is E3, and this is the time to get things hyped up. And they have multiple ways they could be able to do this. But I am hoping for PlayStation to improve their PlayStation 2 library on the download of the PSN store of the PlayStation 4. PlayStation 3, maybe, but they're slowing down so hard on the PlayStation Store on the PS3. It'll make more sense if they just focused on PS4. But I'm hoping that they will improve the PS2 library on the system. As some of you may know, if you own a PS4, the PS2 library is very Metacore, pretty bad. I mean, it has some good games. It's got Twist and Metal Black, and it has War of the Monsters and some other good games here and there. But I'm just hoping for, a good trailer of upcoming PS2 games coming to the PS4. I'm hoping for maybe a Crash Twin Standing, a Wrath of Cortex if they announce Crash Bandicoot. Bringing those into the PS4. Bringing those games here. And maybe a bunch of other ones, maybe for the love of God, please, Silent Hill 2, Silent Hill 3, and Silent Hill 4. Please. I know that's more of a Konami thing, but I'm pretty sure Sony can still make it happen. And I know the whole HD collection thing, but if you could at least bring over Silent Hill 4, that will make my day. And there's a bunch of other things they could be able to bring over. I could name countless games throughout the PS2 library I really like to have return. Even odd ones. I mean, I've seen odd ones on the PlayStation 1, the PlayStation 2, on the PS3, such as, you know, Disney games and all that. It'd be cool to see like SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom or something, you know. Give us something good. So I'm hoping for a good, decent PS2 lineup library announcement for E3. That would be awesome. Wishful thinking, but that would be awesome. Okay, this one is towards EA. Let me get one thing straight. I hate EA. Okay? They're a very, very, very greedy company. And they deserve worst company ever. You know, they deserve those rewards. But they do have a game that I really do care about that is not Plants vs. Zombies. Okay? I'm hoping that they will have at least something. Just talk about or show something related to the Dead Space series. I loved Dead Space. I loved Dead Space 2. Dead Space 3 was pretty great too. I know that some people have some personal issues about Dead Space 3, and I can understand that. They went Resident Evil on Dead Space 3 pretty much. They went from horror to action focused. Dead Space 2 was my all-time favorite one out of the whole series though. It was pretty much the first one, but with improvements, and Isaac got more of a personality. But I'm hoping something about Dead Space. Please talk about Dead Space in some form. I'm hoping to at least have like a remastered, like a trilogy collection for the PS4 and Xbox One. That would be awesome. Call it the Dead Space Marker Trilogy. Yeah, sure. I mean, a remaster would be good enough for me. But if you want to go ahead and bump it up to the next level, please surprise us with a sequel. I want a Dead Space 4. You left it wide open on the ending of 3. Please, Dead Space 4. Okay, I do not know what's going on with Bandai Namco with E3, but I think I heard something that they will be in there doing their own little announcements and stuff. Probably mostly on the internet, but they do hold an IP that I hold very dear for, that they pretty much revived from the grave here in America. I know that's not Pac-Man. Digimon. Cyber Sleuth was amazing. This is a good RPG. If you're an RPG lover or a Digimon lover, you will love this game. I loved it. I put up more hours in this than I did with any Pokemon game, I think. Other than the GameCube ones. I put some hours on those. But Digimon Cyber Sleuth was great. I loved this game. And they were giving us hints about Digimon Next Order, which is another game for the Digimon World series. Digimon World and Digimon Story, yes, there is a difference. But Digimon Next Order, I'm hoping that they will announce something for that being localized over here. And please put it on both the Vita and the PS4. Just like you did with Cyber Sleuth. That would be awesome. Okay, this one is towards Sega. This is another wishful thinking thing, just like Dead Space and Digimon and the PS2. They announced that there's no plans, but it's iffy to them. But I'm still holding a hope for an Alien Isolation 2. Alien Isolation, best horror game I've played in a long time. Some of you will disagree with me, and that's fine. The game was pretty complicated for some people. This wasn't for everybody. But Alien Isolation, think of it as Amnesia with a very, very smart alien. I mean, the alien AI is so smart on this game, it grows frustrating, and it really makes you think and really have to plan. This is a true survival horror game, if you ask me. But I'm hoping for an Alien Isolation 2 announcement. I doubt that they will. But it's getting to that time that I would like to hear one. And I just like to see where they'd be able to go with the series. Could go on, continue on with Ripley's daughter, or go to a different character. Go to, like, Newt from Aliens. See what she had to go through during LV-426. That would be great. Alien Isolation 2, though, I'm hoping they'll announce something. I doubt they will. But it's something I would love to see on E3. Okay, another game is Oddworld. Oddworld is my pride and joy. I love that series to death. Oddworld, Abe's Exodus, the second part of Oddworld's Abe's Odyssey. That's kind of part of the, the trilogy. It's the first one and the second one are actually the same thing. It's hard to explain to anybody who do not know what I'm talking about. But they did confirm they're remaking Abe's Exodus, and that game is my all-time favorite game ever. Number one, ever. And that's a hard choice for me. There's a lot of games out there I love, but Oddworld picks the number one spot for me. And they did show off how Abe is going to look, and they were talking a little bit about the remake, how it's going to be, and expecting it. I am hoping they will talk a little bit about it at E3 this year. I'd love to hear more about the upcoming Oddworld, and chances are we probably will hear more information about it because they talked about New Tasting in previous E3s. So I'm expecting something this year. Hopefully at least a little bit. Doesn't have to be a lot, but I like to see how development is going at least. So Oddworld, Soulstorm. Oddworld Soulstorm, I think that's the name of it. The remake of Abe's Exodus. I'd love to have more information about that on E3 as well. Okay, and then the last thing I'm hoping will come around. If it doesn't, I can understand because it's probably still very early in development. But I would love to hear or see or something Hideo Kojima's upcoming game for PlayStation. Hideo Kojima, the whole Konami thing, I talked about that before on a previous video of mine, Did We Witness Konami's Death? I talked all about all that back there, so you can watch that if you want. But Kojima coming back with an announcement saying he's working for something exclusively for the PlayStation. Okay. I'm really anxious to see what this game is, and he mentioned it's going to be something of a cross between Uncharted and The Division. So I'm very curious of what this game is. It sounds very different from what Metal Gear Solid was, and I was hoping it would be more of a successor or something for PT, Silent Hills. That would have been awesome. Be a horror game. But never know, maybe this is a horror game. And it just doesn't sound like it from paper. Who knows? But I'm hoping that this game is well worth, the wait and the hype and stuff like that. Hideo Kojima is kind of on his own now with a new Kojima Productions. I'm just hoping to see something about his new game on E3 this year. But if not, then it's just a sign that they're still working on it and it's just not ready to be shown. But I'm hoping for something from Kojima though. And hopefully it's something good, something different. And of course it's not Metal Gear, it's not Silent Hill, but hopefully it's something different and something good. And watch those girls, Kojima. No more unzipping down there, okay? Okay, maybe just a little bit. Well guys, that is my wish list for E3. E3 is around the corner. I am excited, I am hyped as all heck, or hell, or whatever. Now this is my channel, I say whatever I want. But I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. What are you expected for E3 this year? Are you excited for it? Are you kind of for it? And if you are expecting any games or hoping for any games to show up, let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to hear what you guys are looking forward to. Until next time guys, have a fun E3, and catch you guys next time.